Hey everybody, Lorelia here. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I discuss finance, funding, and freedom. And so today, later, I'm going to do a YouTube live on a topic on credit. But right now, I'm going to talk about the subject of money and income. And if you saw the title, it says, Why Relying on One is Financial Suicide. I was recently reading an article, and in the article, it talked about the working poor in this country. Now, before I go into that, I just want to say the number one is the worst thing in life. You never want to depend on one income. You never just want to have one option. And I truly believe that the reason why many people have financial setbacks is because they rely on one. And that will lead me into what I was just about to mention. So in this article, it talked about the working poor and how now in today's economy, in today's time, the working poor can no longer afford their normal necessities. Now, Maslow, the famous psychologist Maslow, talked about the hierarchy of needs. And the lowest level of hierarchy of needs is the ability to provide food on the table, shelter. It's your bare necessities to just get through life. Well, this article talked about how many working individuals today are unable to find a place to afford to live. And so they outlined, or not outlined, but in the article they were telling you about a particular couple who was living in extended hotels. And so they were saying that due to the fact that housing is so high, and salaries are so low, that people are unable to find and afford, not even find, but they are unable to afford a place to live. Now get this. This is in Georgia, Gwinnett County, Georgia. Now, let me just tell you this. Here up in the Northeast, moving to the South is like the land of milk and honey. It is not uncommon to hear someone say, girl, I'm leaving New Jersey. I'm leaving New York. It's too high up here. I'm going to move down south where it's cheaper. Let me explain to you. Now, this article, just before you make any assumptions, was a Caucasian couple. So the couple wasn't even African American. It was a Caucasian couple. And this couple was husband and wife and three. They're living in an extended hotel in Gwinnett County, Georgia. Now, since I have family down there, I know what that consists of. That's Alpharetta. That's what's those other towns? Oh boy, now my brain done went had a brain fart, because I can't even think of the areas that my family live in. But I know I have family down there. They live in Gwinnett County. And it is it's a rather nice, from what I've seen, community. And so this family is living in an extended stay hotel, and they pay 600 and something. I don't know the exact number. I want to say $640. So let's just round off. They pay that every 2 weeks. So let's just say that they're paying rent of $1,300. Now, if you're from that area, one may say, oh, well, $1,300, if they can afford $1,300 in rent, then they can go live somewhere. Well, unfortunately, that's not the case. This particular couple was living in California, faced a financial setback where they had to file for bankruptcy. And then once they filed for bankruptcy, they went to rent. And when they rented, several places where they were renting, they got evicted. So I'm gonna do a separate video on that, and I've been and I kind of touched on it a few videos ago when I talked about the hardship of eviction. We live in a time and day where, you getting evicted is worse than than filing for bankruptcy. And so, but that's a topic for another day and another time. So I'm not going to talk about eviction, but this particular family went through several evictions. So with all that being said, the number one. Now, mom doesn't work, and their only source of income is the husband's income. And so one may say, well, really, you're being very judgmental. You don't know what the circumstance is. There may be a reason why mom, cannot work, or whatever the case may be. I'm not here to judge. But that's why I said that the worst number in life is the number one. And the reason why one is the worst is because when you're only relying on one. Now, during the course of the article, even when the family lived in California, they only relied on the husband's income. So the husband lost a job and this, that, and the other. Now imagine if husband had a job along with working on other sources of income. Even mom. Imagine that. The outcome could have been different. But this is where many Americans are financially shackled. I recently shared an article here on YouTube about, I came across where it said the personal finance industry is a big fraud. They highlighted very known personal finance guru, Susie Orman, and how for years Susie Orman always say, put down the latte, save your money. Common advice that many financial experts say. She's not the only one I've heard say this. But with that being said, the article said that the reason why she always told people to stop drinking lattes is because she couldn't stand coffee. And so it was almost like what's the word, an article on satire saying that if she liked coffee, then maybe she wouldn't have gave that advice. But pretty much the article was saying that a lot of the advice that's out there is just canned advice. It's advice that has been passed on from generation to generation. The new financial guru comes and they somewhat say the same thing, but they give their own little spin to it. And this is what I found, is that you're not going to find too many individuals who are going to give you advice on increasing your income. Like even Dave Ramsey, I've been listening to his commentary, and even his commentary is kind of changing some, where he is now telling people, to work on other sources of income. And I'm not talking about picking up another job. Like literally understanding, where income comes from and having multiple streams of income that can flow into your household, into your bank account, or what have you. See, let me explain something to you. It's easy to tell someone, work on your budget, have a budget plan. put down the lattes, take a bag lunch. That's real easy to tell someone. But I know when I was financially going through something, you telling me to I should create a budget. Like, what is a budget gonna do when I ain't got no money coming in? Like, I don't have nothing coming in, so how is a budget gonna help me? Oh, I get it. So when I find a job or what have you, I'm supposed to budget my money. Oh, no. I get it. Well, before I got into the situation, I should have gotten a budget. Now, don't get me wrong. Am I saying to just splurge? But one thing I do know is that frugality and financial prosperity cannot live in the same place. And what does that mean? You can't try to be frugal and then also believe that you are working towards financial prosperity. The reason why, because with frugality, there is still a subconscious thought that is going through your mind that you are in lack, that you don't have enough, you just have a little. So since I just have a little, let me see how I can stretch, the common word that many frugality people always say, let's kind of stretch this. I want to stretch my dollar. I want to stretch this budget. I want to stretch this income. And so your play on words, your language, what you say is not in a place of prosperity. So you can't say I'm very frugal, but I'm financially prosperous too. You can't, because frugality, like I said, subconsciously the thought is, I don't have enough. I just have this much. I'm not sure when I will get more. So since I don't know when I want to get more, I don't know how to go out there and get more. I don't know what it takes to get more. So let me just try to stretch this. Whereas the person who is working towards financial prosperity or on that path knows that more is coming. More is going to grow. I have the tools and I have the know-how to get this to grow bigger. I just now need to do the work. Because remember, our good book says, the Bible, faith without works is dead. So I know what it takes. I just now need to do the work. And then when I do the work, speak as if it's so. So now all I have to do is do the work. And that's only if the person knows what to do, how to do it, and how to get it. And so the missing piece is, well, Aurelia, most people don't know that. You're right. Most people don't know how to get it, how to grow it, how to get more of it, how to expand it. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the subject of income and money. And the reason why is because your financial experts are putting you in a place of lack, because they're saying being frugal. So if you being frugal, let me budget my money. Let me, let me make sure I don't spend it all. Then what happens is that you block anything that may come at you that can tell you how you can grow it, how you can get more of it, And like I said, and knowing that more is coming as long as you do the work. That's the other part. See, later today I'm going to do a video on credit, and I'm going to share with you the play that people are doing, And it's going to be on the topic of what's very commonly talked about now is this new Amazon credit card. And I shouldn't call it an Amazon credit card, but it's an Amazon secured card. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to share with you the play on words that a lot of people that I see who's talking about this secure card is once again talking from a place of lack. You know, gotta hurry up and get it. Everybody can't get it. Gotta get it now. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna save that video for a whole nother for another video, and I'm going to go into, once again, how you can get caught up in the trap. Caught up in the trap. That's why, see, I know that my commentary of what I say is very polarizing, because it's not common conversation. It's common conversation in certain circles. But for the masses, they're used to hearing, put down the latte, take a bag lunch, be frugal, take one vacation a year, save for retirement, don't use your credit cards. See, that's the language they're used to. I'm saying something totally different. I get it. People got bad credit. It's too much information out there. I got over 300 videos on this channel. Improve your credit. Then when you get your credit score to a particular place, oh my God, I gotta go. I just realized what time it is. I have a call coming up, a consultation at 5:30. But yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I know I was right in the middle of a thought, but I have to go. Comment, like, hit the bell so you know when I'm doing more videos. Let me know your thoughts. And do you believe that the number 1 is the worst number that could put a person in financial suicide? So once again, this is L'Oreal. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.